Chapter 2, Supergone Mind. Space is the vital point, albeit conceptual, that contains all that appears, exists, or is. Space, its vastness, is infinitely empty and unchanging, like the expanse of the universe. Awareness, clarity, and space are inseparable. Who doesn't know the sky-like empty mind of awakeness? For clarity, distinguish between seeming reality, apparently true reality, and the absolute reality as the true. Realization is the true fruit of meditation into ultimate non-dual space awareness, the clear light of pure consciousness. Equality, sameness, is freedom from confusion, accessing all-pervasive, all-forgivingness. Sublime knowing is the state of realizing that absolutely no self-identity is true, radiant, intuitive, awakened, soulful goodness. This all-pervasiveness of intense self-emptiness transcends all levels of relative conditions and all points of every reference. Such is the true, absolute hue nature of spirit, beyond all beings and all worlds, especially those of samsara, suffering, and nirvanic peace. Being flexibly open as total equipoise is the sharing of enlightened virtues. True spontaneous fulfillment is beyond striving and all self-doing. It is unfabricated, spontaneous presence, the already fulfilled loving act of the great wisdom true heart practice. Realization is attained by settling into spontaneous creation. The secret mantra, hue exhalation, remains the great inaccessible wisdom secret. The clear light teaches all beings that mind's nature is utterly clear light. Realization is also attained by ultimate transmission instruction. Realization is always already psychically present, demonstrated, and shared by those adepts who live as what it is. Heart realization is here now with one and all at its profound level of spirit. It is not an object known to be merely attained. Knowing this is itself attaining it. No hope and no fear contain all aspirations against dualistic views of hope and fear. The Vajra, vehicle of secret mantra, is the perfect path of no traveling, only here. Recognize the Dhammahood of Buddhahood. The flow of uncontrived non-meditation, non-doing, just being open, contains the essence of all meditation training into the ground of awakened being. The thought-free state of all training is the true absence of emptiness. The single point of the is here now is the true joy of liberated being. Ordinary conceptual mind cannot grasp the joyousness of transcendent wisdom. Gradual propagation of wisdom creates secret mantra essence, manifesting the silence of heart fire sound. Only rigorous understanding of non-conceptual original wisdom awakens the Buddha's wisdom of pure being, a loving kindness for all sentient beings. Any knowingness of itself must be fully given up, surrendered, yielded, sacrificed, and freely offered to all beings. Beyond this is beyond all self-knowing. Here there is neither knowing nor being, neither self nor other, neither phenomena nor manifestation of emptiness, not a single thing to realize or hear. Turning directly inwards and upwards is good beginner's practice. However, nirvana is already the super soul mind of all, beyond all directions, everywhere, here or there, neither here nor there. Mind to mind with the Guru is always one mind. This profound wisdom mind cannot be grasped by the conventional mind. Who is realizing what, when, where? Who is not realizing its own essence? One must recognize this inner master guide of true heartfulness. If one cannot yet see, hear, or feel it, one allows openness to what it is as source of all spiritual intelligence. All humans can create, open to, imagine, and be this profound spiritual light in itself, as the original sound and light source of life. This wisdom mind of the musical Hugh Doves is free, in and always beyond itself, since silence is the truth of sound. By purifying, releasing, and transcending externally perceived beings, perceptions are freed in themselves. Purify the perceiving mind of awareness beyond the thinking mind into the know mind of non-clinging, non-identifying awareness. Spirit mind has already gone beyond itself. Since this lucid awareness of wakefulness between realities is infinitely delightful, you recognize true Dharma-ness. Release painful attachment to all things and beings. All appearances are unreality. Be uninvolved in claiming selfless ownership. Being free of all self-mind clinging to anything whatsoever, one is completely purified of objects perceived externally. All transcendent experience, memories, and meditations are primordially present. Focus on no phenomena. Realize the emptiness nature of selflessness. Let all creative movement vanish by itself. Thus, you are untainted by any faults of thinking. Empty of self, empty of other. What does not exist in what? Who does not exist in who? Who is empty of what? When is suchness the issue? Why is thusness the reality of no self? Assume original radiant emptiness. When thinking dissolves into original wakefulness luminosity, there is not even a thought of a name, image, or word. Only non-existing emptiness is emptiness. The ultimate nature of non-entities is opposite from non-entities. Is emptiness the non-appearance of the meaningless? Is the appearance of the meaningful emptinesses the itself, true non-being? Mind's nature, pervading all being, is clear light. Also, free from unknowing, consciousness is clear, pure, and awake. This innate, self-existing wakefulness is neither spoiled by a conceptual attitude, nor clinging to bliss, clarity, or even non-thought. When non-thought is already gone mind, you can directly recognize true blissful nature. Never non-existent, blissful nature is always empty of other and completely realizable. The innate nature of Dhammatta reveals that all phenomena are devoid of self-nature, indeed completely empty. Absolute reality is empty of only other relative phenomena. Absolute truth is not empty of itself. Whatever is relative is stated to be empty of self, whereas whatever is absolute is empty of other. If you know true nature, you recognize that awareness, as the innate space of Dhammadhatu, the inner essence, causes all duality as relativity to disappear. Liberate the self from the stress of being anybody, for that matter, anything. Be free of mechanical unconscious labeling. Seal, protect and treasure the preciousness of secret transcendent Dharma. Master the highest wisdom and master transcendence of self-sought mind and music. Samsara and nirvana dissolve where they are. Your innermost enemies, egomania, aggression, and hatred, inevitably subside with Guru Yoga. All appearances of dread change into auspicious selflessness.